The story begins with a girl named Iris, casually shopping in a mall. That's when her eyes lock with a boy named Josh, and just like that, sparks fly. It's love at first sight. Their connection is instant, intense, and they quickly move in together. Days roll into weeks, filled with laughter and love. One day, Josh invites Iris on a trip to a secluded house owned by one of his wealthy friends. It's not just a house. It's more like a private mansion where Josh's old gang is gathering, but things start to feel off. One of Josh's friends clearly doesn't like Iris, and he doesn't hide it. As they enter, we meet the host, Josh's friend, who is filthy rich and secretly a mafia don. He's the one who brought everyone together for this mysterious gathering. Among the guests is a couple, Patrick and his male partner, deeply in love. Their bond raises questions in some minds, but the night continues with partying, dancing, and endless dreams. The next morning, Iris talks to Josh about a nearby river. She's curious and excited to see it. Josh tells her to go ahead. He'll catch up after a quick shower. Iris heads there alone. As she stands by the river, she reaches into her pocket and, to her shock, finds a knife. Confused and scared, she wonders how it got there. Before she can process it, the mansion owner, the same rich, dangerous man, shows up. Startled, Iris hides the knife. She tries to leave, but he insists she stay and chat. Against her will, she agrees, just to avoid conflict. But then, things take a disturbing turn. He asks her to rub lotion on his stomach. Disgusted but afraid, Iris complies, but it doesn't stop there. He grabs her hand, touches her inappropriately, and pulls her closer. Iris is horrified. She keeps pleading, "Stop! What are you doing? This is wrong!" But he replies in a chilling voice, "Don't worry, my love. Just do as I say." That was it. Her fear turns to rage. Iris smashes a bottle on his face. He retaliates by slapping her hard, knocking her down. A violent struggle breaks out. He grabs her throat, choking her. She's on the edge of death. In that moment of desperation, Iris grabs the knife and stabs him in the neck. He collapses, dead. Moments later, Iris stumbles back to the group, blood-stained and holding the knife. Her voice trembles as she says, "I didn't want to do this, but he tried to hurt me. He was going to kill me." Josh calmly steps forward and says something strange. "Shut it down." And suddenly, everything stops. The group quickly ties Iris to a chair. That's when the shocking truth is revealed. Iris isn't human. She's a robot. Iris is not just any woman. She is a humanoid robot, designed to mimic human form and emotion down to the last subtle gesture. When Josh's friend, Patrick's buddy, coldly states the truth that Iris is not human and could never really kill anyone, the world flips upside down. Confused and afraid, Patrick's friend is told to step away while Josh talks to Iris, rebooting her. As her system reboots, Iris trembles, whispering over and over, "Please forgive me. I never meant to do it." Her voice quakes with desperation. Josh pulls her into the stark light of reality and declares, "You shouldn't have killed him, but listen, I'm not even mad. You're not human. You're a machine." It hits her like a jolt. She stutters, "No, that can't be so. If I'm a robot, how do I feel love? How can I have memories, adventures, feelings for you? I love you." In that moment, Josh shatters her world even further. Those memories, those feelings, they're just coded programs installed in you. Our trips, the laughter, even the way you look at me, they are part of your system, not real history. The scene rewinds to that day. The robotics company delivered Iris to his doorstep. They told Josh she wasn't ordinary. She was a breakthrough, an emotional companion bot, designed to form a bond once with her owner, after which she would love that person forever. Josh had done just that, activated Iris, linked her to himself, and the mall, meet cute, and their weeks of living together were nothing but software memory, fabricated history, implanted in her mind. Iris slowly realizes that everything she believed was real, a life together stretching back months, was actually 10 days at most, but her mind felt like years of love, fear, and companionship. Josh dryly explains that when she cries, it's not tears. It's just water from an internal reservoir. When you're sad, the water flows automatically, he says, as he watches Iris's eyes well up. Despite it all, through tears, she whispers, "Whatever I am, this love is real, and I still love you." Josh's friend suddenly emerges, asking if Iris is shutting down yet. That's the moment Iris pieces it all together. They're planning to shut her off permanently. Josh takes his friend aside. "We learn they've orchestrated the killing of the mansion's owner. They wired Iris to do the deed and intended to blame her, reclaim the fortune, and wipe her memory before the company arrives." Josh's plan is ruthless. He'll reboot Iris one more time before the robotics firm shows up so that, and in his words, she forgets everything, takes the fall, and we get away clean. As fate would have it, Iris spots the hidden knife they'd planted in her pocket. Gathering courage, she tips her chair over to reach it. Just then, Josh approaches. In that slice of clarity, her first untainted moment, Iris lifts the knife, slashes his neck, and watches him collapse to the ground. The back of her head pulses with a new, terrifying freedom. She scrambles up, grabs Josh's phone, and flees into the forest, driven by adrenaline and the instinct to survive. Josh's friends just stare, stunned. Then, the truth spills out. Josh manipulated Iris into killing Sergey. Sergey had been into shady dealings, but Josh's real motive wasn't justice. It was the $12 million Sergey had. Eli pieces it together. The whole trip was a setup to get Sergey killed. Josh says the money will be split 3 ways between him, Cad, and Eli, but Eli insists on including Patrick. That's when Josh drops another bomb. Patrick isn't human. He's a robot. Josh agrees to a 4-way split, promising Patrick $4 million in exchange for his help in hunting down Iris in the woods. The plan is simple. Josh needs to get close enough to use a voice command to shut her down. The hunt begins. Eli grabs a gun and they head out. Meanwhile, Iris remembers something. She knows Josh's password. In seconds, she rewrites her own programming, changes her eye color and voice, and cranks her intelligence up to the max. Josh suggests splitting into 2 groups to cover more ground. Iris considers her escape options. Hitchhiking is risky, walking is too slow. Then she realizes she has Josh's phone, which can control his car. That's her way out. She moves carefully, hiding when Eli and Patrick draw near. Patrick starts chatting with Eli about the night they met at a party, then quietly admits he knows he's a robot, but begs Eli not to reprogram him like Josh did to Iris. Suddenly, Josh's phone rings. Eli whirls around, gun drawn, calling Iris's name. She bolts. He fires at the tree she's hiding behind. The others hear the shots and rush over. They split up, and Eli catches her first, tackling her to the ground. His gun slips away, and they both scramble for it. A gunshot cracks through the air. Eli falls dead. Patrick freezes in shock. Josh panics. His voice commands don't work on Iris anymore. She runs, reaching the car. Josh lunges, but she slams the door on his hand. The car won't start. It doesn't recognize her voice. Thinking fast, she mimics Josh's voice, and the engine roars to life. She floors it, running over Josh's foot as he screams in pain. Josh limps inside, grabs Sergey's phone, and reports the car stolen. Seconds later, the car shuts down and locks her inside. Josh calls, his voice calm, almost gentle, telling her they can still be together. She rejects him instantly. Enraged, he orders Patrick to capture her, but Patrick doesn't move. Then Josh tries something insane. He resets Patrick and programs them to be a couple. Meanwhile, Iris smashes the window and escapes. The sheriff arrives, but Iris changes the car's language settings to confuse him. He spots a bloody knife inside and arrests her. That's when Patrick shows up, punching the sheriff unconscious and tying him up in the trunk before taking Iris. Cad has had enough. Too many innocent people are dead. She tells Josh she's leaving, but Josh won't allow it. He orders Patrick to stop her. Without hesitation, Patrick stabs her in the back. She collapses next to Iris. Patrick, now eerily calm, prepares a meal for Josh. Iris wakes to find herself at the table for one final dinner. Josh blames her for everything, but she throws it back at him, reminding him he used her to get rich. His expression changes. Coldly, he lowers her intelligence from 100 to 0. He wants to test if she really feels pain. He orders her to hold out her hand and sets a candle beneath it. She flinches, but he keeps talking on the phone like nothing's happening until her hand catches fire. Then he calls Patrick to put it out. Finally, he gives her the ultimate order. Take the gun, put it to her head, and pull the trigger. She obeys. Thinking it's over, Josh calls the robot manufacturer to report a malfunction, playing the innocent victim. A recovery team arrives, but as they inspect Iris, one of them, Acid, pauses. He recognizes Josh, and then, the twist. Acid reveals that Iris recorded everything. The evidence isn't in her head, it's hidden in her stomach. Josh's smug confidence evaporates. The team begins prepping Iris for transport, unaware that the game is far from over. Just as the transport vehicle starts to roll, Patrick suddenly steps in front of it. Acid's eyes widen. He recognizes Patrick instantly. He's one of their earliest models, long discontinued. Before anyone can react, Patrick draws a gun and opens fire, killing one team member instantly and chasing another into the woods. Meanwhile, Iris reboots, systems flickering back online. She gets to her feet, just in time to see Patrick corner one of the fleeing technicians and choke the life out of him. She rushes in with a taser, ready to strike, but the moment she tries, she realizes something devastating. Her system reset has stripped her of the ability to harm anyone. Patrick snatches the taser and turns it on her. Iris doesn't resist. Instead, she speaks, telling him the truth about Josh, that Josh never cared for him, that Eli was just another pawn, that to Josh, Patrick was never a friend, only a weapon. Something clicks. A memory, faint but sharp, rips through Patrick's programming. He remembers the manipulation, and because Iris can't lie, deep down, he knows she's telling the truth. For the first time, he believes her. Slowly, he makes a decision. Instead of fighting her, he decides to end himself. As Patrick shuts down, Teddy stirs awake and joins Iris. Across the compound, Josh, clueless about what's just happened, is stuffing cash into a bag. Then, a familiar song drifts through the air. He follows the sound until he sees her. Iris, but she's different now. There's no fear, no hesitation. Thanks to Teddy, she's free from his control. She raises a gun and fires a warning shot, the bullet cracking into the wall beside him. Josh freezes. For the first time, he realizes he's nothing to her now. But as he edges closer, testing her limits, she hesitates. The truth she doesn't want to admit, she still loves him, flickers in her eyes. Josh sees his chance. In an instant, he grabs her, slamming her against the wall. He doesn't need the phone anymore. Now, he controls her through her own feelings. He forces her to say the words, that she can't live without him, before smashing her head against the floor again and again until she's broken. Satisfied, he takes the gun, aims it at her stomach, and says goodbye. But before he can pull the trigger, Iris snatches a nearby device and smashes it into his skull. Josh collapses, lifeless. It's over. In the quiet aftermath, Iris steps into the shower, letting the water wash away the blood, peeling back burned skin to reveal the cold metal of her robotic hand. Dressed, composed, and unshaken, she grabs the bag of cash, walks to the car, and drives away. And just like that, the story ends.